Hey everybody, it's James with James's N-Scale Train Layout Project. Thanks for showing up. I'm James and I'm glad you're here tonight. So the train layout's going just fantastic. I mean, I've been just doing an awful lot to it in the last few days/weeks. Like I said, time loses all meaning when you're working on a train layout. So I've got some additions and some improvements to show you, and of course, like everything else, there's things that I would have maybe done differently if I started over again. And then there's a lot of things that I wished I could have done, but I just couldn't, not at this stage. So a train layout is just like a child. You know, you love her, him, no matter what, flaws and all. And that's how I treat this train layout. Not like it's better than my child, but you get it. The point is that I love my train layout and I love the way it's turning out. So we're going to take a look at some of those things, but I also want to start introducing you to some of the pieces of my collection. I don't have a large collection and I am a new train aficionado, but the point is that I've really found some nice things, and if they run on my track, they'll almost run on everybody's track. So the first one I wanted to show you tonight is the Bachmann GP40 EMD GP40. I got the CSX, which I think is 6001. I call him number 4. But this is a great train. It's a great DCC equipped train. I was able to pick this up for around $200, and for $200 you really get a powerhouse. I love this little guy, so much so that I bought 2, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes when we go to the layout. But I also think that this is a train that is a great opportunity for a new learner like me who wants to learn about DCC, who wants to learn about these configuration variables, who really wants to understand the reference material that they provide. This has got an Econami equipped a sound decoder in it, and so they just provide some great reference information that you can use and that I've been using to learn about trains and about DCC. So we're going to go over all of that real quick. I'm not going to go over all the details of what there is, just how to find it and why it's so important. So for 200 plus, you know, maybe a nickel or two, you get a really great DCC equipped locomotive. So let's take a look at what this guy can do on my track, and then I'll show you how I make him work even better. Here's what you get in the box with the Bachmann EMD GP40. Comes in a really great plastic box like this, and it's got a nice plastic cover, which I use still. This isn't brand new, it's been around for a while, but this is pretty much how it came. And then I just love this guy because he is just short and sturdy and stubby and strong, okay? So he's, I'm sure, very prototypical, but what's really important to me is that he is a mechanical tool with a very sophisticated brain, and I love learning about him, and he just works really well. He goes on the track easily. He's great for younger users. He's great for guys that are clumsy like me who don't want to have to deal with a lot of detailing that can fall off. And he's got his speaker right there at the bottom, which makes him loud and proud. And so he's a great diesel DCC equipped locomotive to learn on. So you get the locomotive, and you get a quick start guide, which is really cool, especially here at the end. It tells you just right off the bat all of the great functions and the most of the important sounds, including the all aboard coach doors. So you got a quick start guide. You get a great blow up diagram of the locomotive, and it's just nice to be able to know what the pieces are. Okay. And then there's a couple of other pieces. You got a quick start guide, which is pretty much this. You can download this from the SoundTraxx or the Bachmann website. And so that's great. And I like being able to print it out nice and big to hold on to. And then this is where it really gets interesting. You get some additional things that you can download that I really highly recommend that you go to the website and you download this diesel user's guide. Is terrific because it really tells you in detail all of the different sounds and capabilities and the lighting capabilities of the decoder. I really love this, how it tells me exactly about the whistle signals. And, you know, I may not choose to follow these rules, but it's still nice to know where they are, how it ramps up and makes different sounds based on the velocity of the locomotive on the track. So this is just such a great resource to be able to learn about DCC. At least it has been for me. So I really highly recommend that you take a look at it, because this guy for you know, $200+ is a really sophisticated tool, and it's great to be able to learn about it. Then when you want to dive even deeper, you can download the diesel technical reference. I mean, this literally goes through every single one of the configuration variables and tells you all about every detail that you can change. You may not necessarily need to have this information, but just as an example, I really wanted to turn the sound on this guy down because I felt like it was distorting the speaker. Even if it's a 1-watt speaker, it was coming out just a little grainy. So by going into the technical reference and being able to find the CV that turned down the speaker, I was able to really accommodate my layout with this very sophisticated, beautiful locomotive. So the last thing is there are a bunch of air horns and bells and prime mover sounds. This is all downloadable because you may not choose to use all of these different sound effects, but isn't it great to know that you can, and that this is the resource that helps you be able to really use the full capabilities of this beautiful GP40 diesel locomotive. So here's that Bachmann GP40 CSX 6001 on the track. Let's go ahead and just take a look at what he does solo. Nice speedy locomotive, which I really like. Great horns. Here he is at maximum speed. Okay, let's go ahead and put some cars on. Hold on a sec. Okay, let's see how he does with 4 cars in a caboose. Whoops. Let's try that again. See, he's just able to get up that hill with 5 cars in total. It's okay, but it's not great. So let's go ahead and try and see what I do to fix this situation. Okay, so what I do is I put 2 of the GP40s together, and they work in tandem. I set up a consist, and I turn the sound off on this guy. Okay, so it's just this guy. Let's see how it goes. And, well, you're just going to see what happens. When I put these 2 together, it's so much stronger. So together they're pulling 13 cars, including the caboose. Let's see if it can get up that S-curve. Yep. So there you go. It's the Bachmann GP40 EMD GP40. It's a great train, great price, and I've been very happy with it. Thanks for watching.